It's the ghost of Dingo's past. Here to remind you, you can catch this live every day on my Twitch. I hope you enjoy the video. Wrenn and Six Snoop. That's gotta be from 2021. Made of... So it's either black or red. And it's an uncommon. Uncommon 4 CMC red or black legendary creature. That's an interesting one. In 2020. Probably red, because I think there were quite a few uncommon red legendary creatures. Can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm Murktide. Big ol' Murk. I think I'm just gonna get basic forest here also. Well, I guess not, because I do want to cast iteration. How many mountains do I have? I should do a mountain check. 1, 2. Get out of here. This is the mountain check room. We have 9 mountains. So we need to fetch as few mountains as possible. We need to leave like at least 6 in the deck. Alright, we're gonna fetch basic forest, even though we can't play expressive iteration because this was a mountain I wanted to get, but I want to leave a bunch of mountains in the deck for Scapeshift. And I want to be able to return to fetch land with Wrenn, even though it's probably not resolving. Amber. Figures are the wrong spot. It is red. Red legendary uncommon creature. It's from 2020. Yeah, 2020. Uncommon red 4 CMC legendary creature. That's a tough one. I guess I'm a genius for fetching basic forest. But I'm probably not going to be happy to see that I also have basic planes in hand. Selling pieces to get in the legacy. Scapeshift is having a bad time right now. We'll say that. I think I'm pretty fine with this Blood Moon. So I'm going to take the Elesh Norn, bottom exile pending, and just pending one of the DRCs. Did have a good time during the Uro phase, I agree. Possible I was just supposed to take the pending to my hand and try to pending this Blood Moon. I don't think I'm going to have the time for that. I'm going down to 13 this next turn. That's 2022. Yeah, Elesh Norn's not bad. Unless they, like, just kill me. Pressure me into death. What did 2020 have? 2020 had, I usually say it when you hover over it. Zendikar Rising, Jumpstart, Core Set 21, Ikoria, Theros Beyond Death. Yeah, the Rashmi and Ragavan card seems insane. I think that card's going to be good in Legacy. Dinos and COVID, pretty much. Alright, so they're going to hit me for 3 down to 10. I hit it for 4, and then I need to cycle this Triome and hope to draw something good. Yep, it was Breaches. Reason Plunder. 4 mana 3/3 Menace. Whenever one or more pirates you control deals combat damage to your opponent, exile the top card of each of those opponent's libraries. You may play those cards this turn, and you may spend mana as the or mana of any color to cast a spell partner. Good job, Janini. The fact that, like, that Rashmi and Ragavan card, every time you cast your first spell, it's like a Ragavan hits the opponent every time you cast the first spell of your turn, which is just insane for a 4 mana card. It's no, I don't think it's on the same tier as, like, Minsk and Boo, but it's definitely good. I think Legacy's a little bit too fast for it to be on the same tier as Minsk and Boo. I guess it also gets hit by Pyroblast, which isn't the best. Actually, it's got by both blasts. Maybe my best try like Omnath. Bring the Light would be fine, because I could bring the Light for Omnath. Leyline Binding would be great. Some good draws here. Fairy would be great. Wrenn would be fine. This thing is doing the jiggy. DRC's dancing on me. Dancing Rage Channeler. Not really what I was looking for. I don't know. Norn should have reach, I agree. I can play land also. Might as well. I can play Valki, flip next turn, exile DRC. If I could Scapeshift into a Valakut, it doesn't do anything. That's another viable line. I don't think I'm going to go with that line, but I could. Boo. Boo, opponent, boo. I'm going to trade with Ragavan. And they have 2 flyers. I can kill one of them. Unless they don't spell pierce me. Song's such a jam. I think I also have Delirium too. Means I could take DRC and then play it as a blocker. We're gonna let some connive. Maybe I want to take the Ledger Shredder instead. I just don't know how much time I'm gonna have here. Oh, never mind. I'm taking the DRC. As long as they don't hit Unholy Heat. Pretty happy that they heated Elesh Norn instead of Dryad, though. If they heated Dryad, then I'd just be stone dead. It's also 1 mana. Oh god, Moto. Please, no lag. No lag. Scapeshift not kill, they have a Blood Moon. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn in Binding instead of cast this DRC, because I don't really want to give my Connive trigger. Plus, I can protect my Tibalt. Have a Binding. Oh yeah, I guess I could have Binding Blood Moon, and then... Yeah, you're right, I should just kill them. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right. That was my bad. I didn't even think about that. Let that go. Yeah, I messed that up. I should have just Binding the Blood Moon. I got like so tunnel visioned on casting this Tibalt that I didn't even think that this was like a blank piece of cardboard in my hand to me. But yeah, you're right. See where these attacks go. I'd probably just go to 1 and then Binding the Blood Moon and kill them. Yeah, that was a punt for sure. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. I got super tunnel vision on casting this to the point where like when I drew the Binding, I was like, oh, I'm still casting this Tibalt, but you're right. Oops. By Tibalt, you served me well. I don't know why they sent the Ragavan. Didn't have to. 2 mana discard occurred. Alrighty. Yeah, I should have just done that last turn. I like didn't even register that I drew a Leyline Binding. Doing good work. I don't know about that. I don't know about good work. We don't need mountains. Mountains, we don't do that here. I want Chalice on 1. I definitely want Chalice on 1. I don't have any 1-drops at all. That's nice, being able to bring in Veil of Summer and Chalice and all these good cards. Probably trim the Elesh Norn. They're 9. I don't like most of the rest of this. I guess you can side out Dryads. Maybe like X2. Yeah, I have Boseiju also, but I don't know how much I can really fit into the deck. Maybe I just bring in like 2 Boseiju and I can sub 1 Valakut out. Alright, trim and bring the light. I'm still playing Scapeshift. I played Titan Shift not too long ago also, and it was pretty bad. Titan Shift I feel like is not in a great spot right now. Or Valakut's a lot of Valakut. Maybe I want to trim 2. At that point I might as well just trim all my Dryads. I think I'm gonna trim all the Dryads. Just become like a mopey 4-color control. And Titan Shift is not great. Well, Dryad, somebody told me that you should side out Dryad in this matchup because it just like gets heated and whatnot. Just dies. I don't know. I haven't played this deck enough to know how these games usually play out post board. Cat plan on 2. What did you keep? What did I keep? I'm gonna die to Blood Moon, aren't I? Alright, don't Blood Moon me, please. Thanks. Mr. Bird. Mr. Bird in a bobble. Bin's a Spell Snare. Bin the Spell Snare, I drew Wrenn. I think they have Spell Pierce. I kind of have to run this Safari out to a degree. I could like Prismatic Ending this, but I kind of want to save that for Blood Moon. I'm not going to be able to Fairy plus Blood Moon. Whereas if I draw any other basic, then I can Pending the Blood Moon. I figured I was going to need Spell Pierce. When they started off with the Odawara, I was like, oh, they probably have a Spell Pierce. If they got rid of Spell Snare, that means they're probably going to deploy another threat this turn. Hopefully it's not Blood Moon. It's Blood Moon. Well, shit. Do you want to wait for the rest of the spoilers? That's reasonable. Now take your time, Dilly. Take your time. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. I think I have to get the pressure off of me, though. I know I wanted to save that for Moon, but I'm so far away from my 3rd basic, probably. I have all mountains. I'm not much better over here. Why didn't I fetch at Island? I had no fetches. I wish I had a fetch. It would have made my hand much better. But you're playing with the cards we've been dealt. It's always your excuse. Alright, let me top deck 1 for you, Janini. It's getting out with the next fetch. 5-head. Genius. Cycled into a Wrenn and Six. Can't believe they have no blue mana. It's wild. Is that Virginia? Blue? Boseiju. And the Mags probably kills us. Maybe. The sub soon we get paid. Thanks. Appreciate that. Nice Boseiju. That Spell Pierce really did us in. Spell Pierce is such a good card. There's the fetch. 18 cards in. This is one of the games of all time. There's the Leyline Binding. It was the next card. Alright, maybe we take like 2 Dryads. So if they have Magus of the Moon, does that change the amount of Boseijus I want? I don't think I want EE. More Dryads. I'm gonna cut the Boseiju, bring back in a Valakut. Yeah, it's timestamps for Dryad and Moon. I just cut, bring the light all together. Seems really expensive in this matchup just to get Spell Pierced. Need Lotus Cobra. I'm gonna submit 61. I don't know what else to cut. I'm gonna fetch plains with this, I think. Maybe forest. Could be forest instead. I want to run out the Chalice and do a potential Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce is going to be good against me anyways. So I should just run the Chalice out. And I'll decide if I want to get plains or forest with the next fetch later. They could Spell Snare this, they could Spell Pierce this, and that's it. They're only at 8 minutes, by the way. I'm playing this game kind of slow. 8 minutes is all I need. We're up 10 minutes on clock. Blood Moon? Nassif should sell a shirt with 3 minutes is all I need. Waffo could definitely sell a shirt that'd be like, I'm always in the red zone. Waffo branded Waffo shirt. I'm getting all my basics for sure. Not trying to lose to Blood Moon. I can play this game like kind of slow and not really commit a ton out. Counter. Enter Dash Raugrin. In's a Blood Moon. Hopefully I draw fetch land so I can go like Omnath fetch. Didn't really want to draw that Valakut, so happy to have it gone. I just dash. This is the Bring to Light deck that did well at MPX. I can't draw a land. Feels bad, man. I wonder if they're gonna attack me or Teferi. Probably me. I'm just gonna heat bolt the Teferi. Or pending the Teferi. I'm gonna pick up a Borderless Endurance, Fury, and Boseiju. Frankenstein's nice. Frankenstein's is sick. Man. It's not sick, is me having to deal with this. Alright, let's pending this, and then I guess I'll try to iterate. Invasive Surgery. My pendings. All 2 of my pendings. I was waiting till I fetch land before I slammed Omnath. But maybe that was luxury I just don't have. Endurances are looking really bad when I had to fetch around Blood Moon. Very surprised they decided to bring in Invasive Surgery. But I'm happy I boarded out Bring to Light. I don't even know if we need to win at this point. I feel like we just need to not die. And the clock's gonna get him. I saw the verdict with Invasive Surgery, so I'm probably not gonna overcommit to the board. Archmage's Charm. Subtlety. Oh boy. Try to Leyline Binding Raugrin. And then verdict the rest of this board away. Bobble. You know my top card's Omnath. I imagine they can probably find the win here in the next couple minutes. I'm dropping down to 4, and then I have to verdict this board away, and if they have like Dash Raugrin number 2 plus Bolt, I'm just dead. Or Bolt, I'm dead. I don't know how many bolts they kept in post board. The question is, I don't think there's a reason to go like Omnath, hope for a fetch land, and then verdict. Because if I whiff, I just die. I just need to like iterate and then verdict. As long as I can still cast it. You go blue, red here, and then I have white, white, blue. Alright. That's on Respect the Cat Karuga. I think it's a good deck. I think it's difficult to pilot though. And also I miss Wrenn and Six, so I would prefer to be on a Wrenn and Six build of the deck than Karuga. I think Wrenn and Six is too powerful to give up, personally. But I think it just depends on your playstyle also. No point in playing Omnath pre-verdict. Every possible bathroom available. I think, like, I could have put that into my hand, the land in my hand, but I just want to gain life instead. Also, I was thinking about pitching Endurance here, shuffling this graveyard back in their deck before they can Murktide me. I think it's probably a good idea. Endurance, pitch Endurance, maybe. And also, I don't know, I can't really afford to get this Omnath countered. Kinda need that. Third iteration. Dashing Ragavan. Alright, well, I'm dead to Lightning Bolt. 5-mana exile a creature's sorcery from Modern Have Implications is probably fine as a one of in like the Bring to Light deck. Outside of that, I don't imagine it's going to see very much play. Need to draw a land. And what a sad game to lose at 33 seconds on the clock too. Disappointing. Need to hit a land there. Maybe I should have put that land in my hand instead of the Veil of Summer. Maybe you're right, Coomer. I can't believe they lost. I can't believe they just lost. I just feel bad for them to a degree. I'm just like, well, I can't bring up the again. Alright, Wrenn with no fetch land. My favorite type of Wrenn. So many Wrens without fetches. I think it's Rhinos. Looks like it might be Rhinos. If they ice me here. Yep, it's Rhinos. I was talking about how I miss Wrenn and Six. Wrenn and Six is the best, and then I have a Wrenn and Six and no fetches. Ugh. Batch? It read BUX is Batch? Jay Freezy, thanks for the prime. Welcome back for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you. Rhinos, you say? Where's Bolt Snap Bolt? This is like all he ever wants to do is have me play Rhinos. Fucking up to pending the other one. But burnt. Saw your message, by the way. But it was like right as I was about to start streaming, so. He did message me. It said, "You're a huge nerd." I was like, sure. Not wrong. Yuri? Ray Poupon. Nerd. Elesh Norn, go. What was the record with Vanifar? We went 1-3. It was not a great time, unfortunately. Bound Outburst. Sure. So, I'm probably gonna have to bring the light for Omnath. And it's probably just Omnath. Or Verdict, maybe. Depends on what they do this, Elesh and Norn. If they bounce this, then I'm just gonna bring the life for Verdict. Expected but unfortunate, I agree. Future decks in 2023 are struggling, for sure. Could ice this also, or brazen. Or just pass. Actually gonna shock that in before I bring the light. Well, I'm gonna bring the light for Omnath. I wanted to shock that in because of Leyline Binding. I can cast it. I have to leave up white. I think they have Force Negation for this. They don't have Force Negation. Another Bring the Light into Teferi. Seems strong. Don't think I attack into those. But I do want to leave up Leyline Binding. In case they go to bounce Elesh Norn, that could just Binding both these Rhinos. And then bounce it with Teferi or something. Spends Footfalls. Spend second Footfalls. Is Teferi counter worthy? Alright, Teferi's scoop worthy. Gelato? What's that? Spanish word for ice cream. Oh. Coconut, strawberry, coconut, mango, dingo equals nerd. I'm not filled with dingo equals nerd. Chalices, 2 copies of engineered explosives, couple of Hallowed Moonlights, Blusterstorm. Seems like we have I don't know, I've never heard of that before. No. Binding seems kind of subpar, but so does Prismatic Ending. Cut the pendings, we'll leave in the bindings. Cut the Dryads and the Boseiju. Well, no, we'll leave the Boseiju in because they're probably going to bring in Blood Moon. All these decks be playing Blood Moon nowadays. I think we can cut a couple of Wrens, or an Iteration and a Wrenn. Valki doesn't even seem that good either. Cut the Valki. Yeah, EI seems slow, but Wren's also not great in the late game. We make it there. Although if we make it there, we're probably doing okay. 3 Valakuts, huh? I don't think this hand's good enough. It's like almost good enough, but it's not. Back to binding. Leave Hallowed Moonlight, Explosives, and Dryad in our hand. I do want to fetch around Blood Moon also if possible. At least get a basic forest. Yeah, it's not bad. Lead on the Steam Vents tab pass. Then I'm going to get basic plains, basic forest. I probably should have let on something else. Now that I think about it. Because they could have iced me. I let on fetch land and just untapped with it, and they couldn't have iced me. Maybe I should have Flusterstormed the Stomp. Kind of annoying if they just cast it, which I think is exactly what they're going to do. They did not. Plains happen. I can put it on the stack at least. Bring the light. Alright, so we're going to go Dryad, play land, hold a Flusterstorm. Dryad, land, hold a Flusterstorm, go. Not a super complicated turn. Definitely not going to fetch. I don't have access to this Flusterstorm because they have Valen Outburst. Although I could just let this happen and cast in explosives. Problem with that is that the explosives, I think that's fine. I might just take 8. I'm gonna take 8. I changed my mind. A lot of damage. I'd like to keep my life total relatively high. If I force the engineered explosives, then I could bring the light for a supreme verdict. I just don't think I want to take the damage. It's just too much damage. Might go bring the light for verdict anyways. They also play out this Bone Crusher. Could be like Land Fury. Land Spyro. The have 3 footfalls down. I draw a land on my Omnath and then Omnath fetch, do all that shenanigans, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna play explosives. It's like the end of the Majora's Mask playlist remix. I think I want to play Omnath and then risk the chance of bricking on land. Seems very risky. If I go Omnath, miss on land drop, then I'm just like taking a lot of damage. I have a Misty, but like I don't make mana from it. I'll gain 4 life and then I'll go back up to 19, but I'm still gonna take a ton of damage. I want to fire here. I'm cool with that. Excellent chesties. 1. Tomb of Umari and Gravecrawler. 2. Aggressive Mining. Aggressive Mining is one of the most disappointing cards I think I've ever seen. That card had like so much potential to be cool, and it just sucked. It instead just sucked. It came up with like 1 combo deck. Guys, Revenge. Bone Crusher, yep. Tap land and pass. Through the Scapeshift. I need to draw land. If I can draw land, then cool. Oop. I have an untapped black source to get, because I would love to. Nope, no untapped black source. I guess we'll get a Dryad. Yeah, I think we'll get a Dryad. I should have gotten an Elesh Norn there. Elesh Norn would have been much better, but I don't have access to black mana. I decided out the Valki against Rhinos. I didn't think it was going to be very effective. That's fine. And we'll cast Scapeshift with 7 mana. I'm going to get a Valakut and then all the mountains in case they go to kill my Dryad. So I want to have enough to trigger the Valakut because this is 18 damage. So even if they bounce the Dryad, like if I get a bunch of Valakuts there and they bounce my Dryad, then it'll do no damage. So, alright, 2-0. I feel like we should be 1-1, but not how it ended up. Or typical Jun. Yeah, I'm down. That's not the best. It is fine. 1 Garth with 9 walkers is good? Probably not. Is this Rhinos again? It's Rhinos again. We're gonna find out how good it is tomorrow. Boy, more Rhinos. Probably gonna Violent Outburst. Yeah, Rhinos is very strong against everything that's like not blue, red, or maybe even creativity. That's fine. I get the fetch for Jun Triome. And then binding 1, untap pending 1. Or better yet, draw Teferi. Teferi. You're not Teferi. You're disappointment. Green, red, blue. So I can get basic forest. I prefer that to be an untapped land, but that's cool too. Returns it to my hand. Doomwake, coming over the raid. Thanks, Doomwake. Hope your stream was fantastic, and best of luck in your RC this weekend. Hope San Diego treats you well. Gilly coming over the sub. Thanks, Gilly. Gilly. Dingo. Gilly. Omnath. Fetchland. Could get a Valki here. I'm kind of down to get a Valki. Or to... Nah, I can't get it to Fairy. Can bring to life for Norn, but I can't because I don't have black mana. I would have to use this, which I don't have access to anymore. Unfortunately, all the black sources in this deck are Triome based, so I would like to be able to get Elesh Norn here, but I can't. I'm just go for Valki instead. Hope they don't have Force Negation. If they have Force Negation, they're going to counter the Bring to Light. Good at forcing this. You know what's kind of neat is I can go Bring to Light, get Elesh Norn, play Elesh Norn, play Valakut, make mana, play Dryad, get double Valakut triggers if I draw like a land off the top. That's kind of sweet. This is all assuming no Fury. I think they have a Fury. I think the safest play here is probably Bring the Light for Supreme Verdict. I want to say that's the safest play. I could also like to Fairy bounce Leyline Binding, Bind Fury maybe. But I'm just going to Bring the Light for Supreme Verdict. Couldn't even have done Elesh Norn because I have Temple Garden plus Plains plus Forest, which makes it kind of awkward. No more rhinos, please. Not just a Murktide region. Yeah, excellent. 6 right now. Guess I will Binding that Brazen Borrower just to keep Teferi alive. Teferi is quite the card in this matchup. Could have also bounced my own Leyline Binding here and kept my Teferi alive that way. But I was thinking if I draw a land, I want to go Dryad land and then get him with the Valakut trigger on the Brazen Borrower. What's the term for when you switch your deck at the last moment before a tournament? Panicking? Not losing. Panicking. Switcheroo. 1 mana short of just killing him with the Scapeshift. Wake up hungover, decide to play Burn. I guess I'll play Burn. A Brazen Borrower. I'm just gonna get Elesh Norn. I'm afraid of them having something to kill the Dryad. So if I Scapeshift into a bunch of Valakuts and they kill my Dryad or bounce my Dryad, then I'm not gonna be able to kill them. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like playing it if that's the right move. I'm already so far ahead. I'll get an Elesh Norn. They have a lot of ways to bounce stuff, so I don't think there's a reason to play into that. But Elesh hurts them quite a bit because they can't Fury me. They bounce one of these Leyline Bindings, they're not going to get any ETB value. Yeah, Teferi's not alive anymore. If Teferi was still alive, I'd absolutely go for it. No question. Alright, Elesh Norn down. Now that they're at 1 mana, I could risk the Scapeshift here. They're going to go for the double block, I imagine. The thing about risking the Scapeshift is that they have Force Negation number 2. A little bit behind. I need at least 4. Yeah, let's make them have it. That's a lot of triggers. Oh dear God. This deck has a very good sideboard for Rhinos. We have 2 copies of Engineered Explosives, 2 copies of Chalice, 2 Hallowed Moonlight, 2 Flusterstorm. Kind of insane. Get these pendings out of my deck. I cut an iteration last time. I left Elesh Norn. I cut Valki. I didn't think Valki was gonna be super strong. Gladiator, hope you had a good stream. Fetch for Dryad would also be safer, you're right? Yeah, fetch would have been safer. As opposed to the Triomes. What's I cut last time? Bindings can be trimmed on. Maybe I want to start by trimming 1. I cut the Boseiju last time also. No, I didn't. That's right. I went to cut it and I was like, never mind. I trimmed 1 Wrenn and a Dryad. Let's try that. Yeah, post-board Boseiju's fine. Ship this hand too. It's not good enough. This hand's good enough though. This hand's like everything I ever wanted. Yeah, I was thinking about Blood Moon. I should have played the Misty first. That's what I should have done. Played the Misty first, and I get that, then it's no big deal, then I fetch planes. I don't know. I don't know if I can even beat a Blood Moon, period. Guess I have explosives for 3. As now. Yep, I'm gonna get Blood Moon. So I got explosives for 3 now. Kind of unfortunate. Why didn't you fluster the moon? Counter target instant or sorcery. I should have tapped differently when I popped that explosives. Yep. I don't think there's a real reason to run out the fairy there into force negation. And I just play like pretty reactive here, given the way my hand's set up right now. In force negation fury. Those are some good ones. Some of the binding brazen. This is a tough spot. So if I play Elesh Norn and they just like untap, play Rhinos, bounce it. I don't know if I want to commit the Elesh Norn. I think I can probably just play Teferi this turn. Teferi's gonna die, but I can bounce a token. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Teferi. Oh, I think I'm just gonna let this get countered. If I go to fluster that, then they can just kill Teferi, then play Rhinos. I think Hallowed Moonlight in response to Pyro was good. There was also a scenario where they just like discard lands, but I guess they have been missing land drops, so maybe that was fine. I'm kind of in trouble if they have a Murktide. We could draw. At some point, we're gonna have to tap out for something. I'm gonna jam this explosives here. Problem is, I'm just taking a lot of damage. That's exactly what I was afraid of, also. I guess they just kept like a hand without Cascaders this game. Wren's not gonna save me. What the fuck, Dilly? Holy shit. 25? Dilly. Shit. Alright, we're dead, but what the shit, Dilly? Oh my god. Bang, bang. Out the wazoo. Dilly, that's insanely generous. Any better draws? We kept like an anti-Rhinos hand, and they just had like a bunch of, Pyromancers and Murktides and whatnot. Our hand just didn't line up against theirs. Dilly, that's insane. That will be put to the Brimaz deck immediately. We start jamming that EDH. Good EDH. Thank you so much, Dilly. Okay, I mean, it could be a Bang Bang stream. I did say that one day I wanted to get a Bing Bong sign and I wanted a Bang Bang sign right next to it also. That's going to be a goal for one day. If you received a sub from Dilly, make sure to give him a thanks. It just feels real good. Kill Bill? Is that the show? The one? Never seen it, but I've heard about it. I'm gonna get Blood Moon, aren't I? Based on the fact that I just fetched an island, I'm very concerned. I'm gonna get Blood Moon. It's over. It's over. I've been Blood Mooned. Well, I fucked up. Yeah, I shouldn't have fetched like I did. Iced in the Blood Moon. Oh, that's not Blood Moon. That's not Blood Moon at all. I think I just iterate. Thank you, Dilly. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the list. Thanks for being a homie. Enjoy the Bang Bang dinner time. This is very awkward. I really don't want to take that much damage. I don't think I can afford to. But again, for the love of all that is holy, I can't get Blood Moon. As soon as I get Blood Moon, this game's over. Blue, white, Teferi. Mystical Dispute, Violent Outburst. I'm just lucky they don't have a Blood Moon. And now that they're hitting Cascaders, we actually have a shot. Another day of trying to dodge Blood Moon. I think I said both at Teferi. Yeah, Teferi's dead. Tried binding this Rhino. Trying to be like super conservative with this verdict, but it might be like too conservative with the verdict. I've used that instead. No. My mana base has all these colors and still an awkward time casting. Fucking Omnath. How do you feel about binding a Rhino, then bouncing binding with Tef there instead? I mean, that's the same thing as bouncing a Rhino, right? But it just gives them free information and I have to spend a mana. My mana is so awful. Yeah, I have to verdict here. I'm dead to another Violent Outburst. Or some flash through it. Every turn I let them untap, another turn they're going to draw Blood Moon. They have a chance to draw Blood Moon, I should say. I don't know if they actually will draw Blood Moon, but that gives them another chance to. Yeah, seems like they might be behind. I'm going to use this to gain life. Or make mana, I guess. How many mountains do I have? Not enough. Kind of a wash either way. I'm going to make mana. I also want to get a basic forest. Alright. Kind of scared of Fury. Gaining life is pretty much the same thing, but now I'm a little bit more insured against Blood Moon because I have this Dryad. Land will kill Fury. Yeah, imagine how nice Yorion would be here. Why did we fetch? So I could make mana. I didn't have another white source because I had this and this. So I only had one white up and I couldn't binding both Rhinos, which is like the same thing as fetching on their turn. Yeah, we're missing a white. I can draw off the Fiery Islet. Or you know what? I should have Chalice on 3. Oh, no, I can't even Chalice on. No, yeah, I could have Chalice on 3. Chalice on 3 was the move. Because they're out of footfalls. Should have looked at that before I played that. I'm dying to a 2/4. Alright, Dryad, you and me. Gotta go the distance. I just have to pray for no Fury. Sick draws. 3 board turds, Dryad. I guess that cycles. Whatever that's worth. They can't Murktide, they can't Brazen Borrower. This is so dumb. Oh my god, the Bing Bong Pyramid. Brazen Borrower. Here. And I can still cast Hallowed Moonlight because Dryad lets these basic lands add any type still. Don't forget that basic lands still add any type even if Blood Moon came out after Dryad. No! I will protect you, Dryad. Uh-oh. We're in danger. 2 pings off of Wrenn and Six. Had 2 Furies. I'm dead. Holy crap. Hold up, Dryad might save me. Dryad, Pounce Moon, kill you. Yata. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And kind of sucks. I think we have to ship it. It'd be good if I draw a fetch, but I don't think I'm going to gamble on drawing a fetch land. I don't know what they were holding Fury for. That was kind of confusing. It probably costed them the game. Sounds really good. Thank you for not keeping it. I keep a lot of sketchy hands, but that one was a little, even a little bit too sketchy for me. I'm just trying to mulligan more, but man, I hate mulliganing. Does it have 1 land? Keep. I just hate mulliganing. Every time I mulligan, I'm like, well, I lost. Creativity. Don't you ruin this for me, Peasy. We need the 5-0. I guess I get. We need double white. Alright, I'll get this one. I choose you. Bad. Mardu Knights. I don't think they're on Mardu Knights. A Grixis Triome. Gotta have to say no to that one. 4-color humans. But I think I'm gonna get the John Triome's fine. Start the turn with iteration. Binding to hand. Bottom exile. Like ending. I don't know what pending this Fable. It cost me all my mana, so I don't think I can. What I think I'm gonna do instead is Wrenn ping the Goblin Shaman, Wrenn ping the Goblin Shaman, then hold up Binding. This ensures I don't die to creativity. don't think we're ultimating Wrenn this game. Fencing Brick, thank you for the follow. Archon. Is it persist time? It's fine. Persist. It's annoying. I should hold on to the landing, so let's Bring the Light being out. Bring the Light will just let me kill them at this point. Need to leave mountains in the deck, though. We have 6. Oh, pay for your spell pierce, bounce your Archon, draw an Omnath. I don't know why he pierced. I think playing was wrong. True. Playing the game, probably not the right move. Creativity X2. X1. That's so risky. Why not just do it X2? I need depending for 4, probably not. For 1, I have instant speed pending now, so I can take out the reflection if he goes for another creativity. X1 anyways, X2 I can't really beat, still. Yeah. When will you learn? How many times do I gotta teach you this lesson? Not a bad draw. How many times do I teach you this lesson, old man? I need to... Hold up. I'm gonna start a list on my Discord about what we need to add to the soundboard. Soundboard list. You get nothing. You lose. How many times, old man? We want Keck W. Then there was sometimes good, sometimes shit. Yeah, this is Discord. If you want to put any more on the recommended list, chat, let me know. I'll add some. Alright, creativity. Cluster Storm, Explosives, Hallowed Moonlight. Can we get Yugi Boy? Yugi Boy. I don't even think Valky's very good. I'm gonna trim the Valky, trim the Verdict. Elesh Norn's amazing, so I want to keep Elesh Norn in. Ending is fine. Could trim one of these in the Dryad. Yes, is the Mother Machines. Sand's probably fine. Double Binding's usually pretty good against creativity. Mulliganed to 6. I don't have to worry about Blood Moon this game. Nice part about playing against this deck. I'm gonna get Jund Triome. I think Jund Triome's fine. They missed their land drop. Get Jund Triome. Could have also maybe just grabbed the Mardu one instead. They're gonna miss their land drop, just gonna Expressive. Second Tef. Might not want. So I'll bid him Binding. Maybe I wanted to bid second Tef instead. I don't know. Fable. You might be getting rid of the Fable here. You added 4 options, thank you. And pick up land. I think I'm gonna go Elesh Norn here. Activity can't really beat Elesh Norn, I don't think. But we can leave up instant speed Bring the Light at this point. Yeah, I think we just leave up instant speed Bring the Light. And creativity my Norn. Still think Norn's probably the best option. White, blue, green, black, red. Bring the light X5. That's my Norn. Yes, my Norn, block your guy. Good creativity, their token plus my Norn. See if they see that line though. If there's option to kill the Teferi, maybe. You studying Mandarin today? You're learning Mandarin? Kinda dope. Scoops. Yeah, we can roll with this. I think we can roll with it. It looks like a pretty, like, average 4-color hand. How many times have I gotten the Scapeshift kill? I think 2 or 3 times now. It hasn't been... Most of the time, we've just been winning with, like, fair beatdowns. Which is, you know, totally reasonable for a deck like this. Just gets to play good value creatures. Resolved Hall of Gemstones? I don't know what that card does. I don't know what that does. Playing Flooded Strand, so they could be Murktide. I think either way, I'm probably fetching Raugrin here. Yeah, if it's Murktide. I need to fetch some basics. Maybe I don't respect main deck Blood Moon. Not that many lists have been on main deck Blood Moon. And I kind of want to cast my iteration next turn. I guess I get basic Island. Let's get basic Island. I'm going to respect the Blood Moon a little bit. He's not getting basics. Well, that was his first fetch, so wouldn't count that out yet. Is he going to meet Counterspell? Well, I hate to say I told you so. I don't think you hate that at all. You're right, I don't. Thought I fetched an island. If I wait on bouncing it, they could just like heat, bolt, and then I'm so screwed to it. If they spend the turn replaying it, then I can like just chill a little bit. I think we'll find our basic at some point. Maybe I'm supposed to wait. I want this bring to light. I think I'm gonna take the Triome to my hand. I can cycle it, bottom this, exile this, and play it, and then cycle. Kind of just want to dig to my basic as fast as possible. Maybe I should. I mean, I don't know. If I wait, then I'm just gonna get bolted or whatever. I don't have a threat yet. Boseiju, but no forest. I'm gonna wait for them to tap out. I do have 3 colors, but they're representing counterspell. I'm gonna wait for them to tap out or tap low to do something, and then I'll pending that Blood Moon. Fetch my basic. Just jam. What's the worst that could happen? Famous last words, Janine. Famous last words. You know you want to like iterate, right? It's not iterating. Your famous last words are gonna be, "No, I don't think it's poisonous." Then you're gonna get hit by a car. I could see that too. That'd be very on brand for you. My Elesh Norn. You know how good that would have been to draw my Elesh Norn? Yeah, I have to do it soon. Imagine if I could just jam an Elesh Norn here instead. Alright, I don't think we have any more time. Rage. Rage resolve. Oh, resolved. I doubt he's got game 1 dispute. And kill the creatures. And faces the place. Eat. Yeah, I should have tapped a Valakut instead, you're right. He's got a Kraken response, right? I'm interested in playing Wrenn this turn. Kinda am. Going to 9. If I had another basic to get, I would get it, but I can't. Could have Pierce. Rather than Pierce this, than Bring the Light. Just gonna hope that Raugrin doesn't hit anything. Super devastating. BLT. Couldn't. I want him to pierce my bacon, lettuce, tomato. Suck. That's fine. Could have been worse. I guess they can loop Islet if they wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we lead on Omnom. Up LED. Yeah, we're 4-0. Lead on Omnom. Take a draw here. It's a good one. Should go 1. Always yes, always yield. Name gain 4 back up to 12, and I think we're chilling. I don't really care about this Wrenn. They could take a draw off the Islet and then get the Islet back and take another draw. It's fine if they want to do that. And Bolt Dryad. Dryad down. Murktide. They have Murktide Raugrin. I'm gonna untap before I binding so I don't get spell pierced. And it still costs 2. Actually gonna bring the light. Dryad. I need a singleton lava axe. You're right. I do need a singleton lava axe. Chalice on 1. Veil of Summer. Endurance. Celestial Purge. I think that's it. If I'm not wanting this matchup, I can trim a couple Dryads, even though they have, like, I guess I could probably take a second Boseiju as well. Trim a Valakut. Singleton Lava Axe would be pretty specific. That'd be kind of sweet. 5 mana, hit you for 5. The Celestial Purge, exile target red permanent for 1 in the white instant. It's red or black, but in this matchup, all that matters is red. Why no explosives? It's not good against Murktide. What do I want explosives against? Like, they play DRC, Ragavan, Ledger Shredder, Blood Moon, Murktide that I can't explosives. Like, they have so much variety of CMC that offense is going to be a 1-for-1 for like 2 to 4, 5 mana. Like, it's so mana inefficient when it comes to 1-for-1ing things. Yeah, they can cut like 2 Bring the Light. Bringing the Veil of Summer feels weird when I'm bringing in Chalice. The only thing Engineered Explosives is good at is killing Blood Moon, but I already have 2 basics if I can kill Blood Moon with it, which means it's just like not that great. Veil prevents Chalice from countering my spells. If I could cast Veil of Summer while I had a Chalice on 1, I would agree with you. But I'm not going to be able to agree with you. Ah, man, I don't know what to cut. Is this cuttable? Maybe I just cut the Valki. Just play more of a slow mid-range game plan. Ending, I think I need on the draw. That's a paper rolling play. It is a paper rolling play. For sure. Gotta cut 2 more. Shit. Gonna submit 62? I couldn't decide. No, Chalice is crazy against them. Sounds good. 62 card W incoming. I think I cut all the Dryads last time. So I want to fetch basic forest. So Triome, basic forest, basic island. So I kind of want to keep the Misties as high priority. So I'll play the Flooded Strand and get the Raugrin Triome with it. Anyone else ever play away in paper only learned that that's not how it works and you were cheating the whole time? That's happened to me when I first started playing Magic for sure. 5 lightning bolts. Nice. A subtle cheat. And having 5 lightning bolts at F and M would go crazy, as long as you never played all 5. If you have 4 in the graveyard, you just like hold the last one in your hand. Yeah, that's so scummy. So many ways to scum. It's insane. Well known for having 5 Mutavaults. Is that even a benefit? I feel like Mutavault's like not even that good. Get Raugrin here. And then basic forest. You can look at the top. Is it good? And is it a pending? Triome. Forest, Wrenn, pick up Windswept Heath, pass. Used to pre-board for game 1. Nice. Your opponent's like, I'm playing this, and you're like, hold up. I'm looking at your deck real quick. Attacking me. No respect. No respect for the Renster. Alright, here you go. Dryad's definitely good in spots like this. Fortunately, they're going to Unholy Heat me. If land, artifact, instant, this is sorcery. So if they Unholy Heat Dryad, I'm back at square one. I have 2 Boseijus to go find, though. It'd have been such a blowout if I had a green card to pitch. Such a blowout. It says answer target Blood Moon. What if I'm digging for a heat to kill Wrenn? Dash Ragster, maybe? Another iteration. A lot of iterations. Gains another Blood Moon. Murder my Wrenn. Alright. I think I can deal with this. Surprisingly. I gotta kill Blood Moon, and I can Teferi bounce Ledger Shredder. Call that a fine turn. I could also eat their graveyard. Why aren't we playing EI? Good question. Why aren't we playing EI? I think I like the Teferi bounce a little bit better, though. Wait a minute, we are playing EI. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pitch cast Endurance. I think I should have also floated the red with that fetch land instead of using it. Minor mistake. Hopefully it won't come back to bite me. Is having 2 Bring the Lights better than pitch casting? I think I just have to pitch. So tough to decide. But it also encourages them to tap out. And 2 BTLs isn't that good, you're right. Not if I'm dead the next turn. Imagine this would have been like Bolt to Fairy, Murktide, hold up Counterspell. Along those lines. I have a Counterspell. I have a Counterspell. Binding the Treasure. If I'm binding the Treasure, I don't think they'll counter binding. I think if it's Pierce, though, they still get me. Binding Treasure, and then main phase 2, Bring the Light for Scapeshift will kill them if they don't have a Spell Pierce. It's giving them Connive into a Spell Pierce. That cost me 2 mana. I play this, then it'll cost me 1. I can still have Scapeshift mana. 2, 3, 4. I still will. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it for the Bring to Light. Should ice the islet? I wish. I wish. I have to fetch Shock. I'm dead to Bolt too. Man, being dead to Bolt too feels really bad. Oh well, priced myself already into this line, so get Breeding Pool, because I can go blue, green, white, red. On the play next game, it's true, I am. Alright, dead to Bolt, Spell Pierce. Into Counterspell. Shift. Cast it. It resolved. Nope. Always yes, always yield. Blue? Consider. Deal.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore!